They always say in order to compete in a global economy. It's like, fuck you. It's like in order for you to get another yacht.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't legally pay a child, whatever the fuck they pay over there.
In America.
Yeah, you can't do it. So they just went around all of that shit, and then they stuck everybody's in cubicles now. Dude, that's what scares me when I go on the road.
That gets to who is they. See, because we were just talking about the military before. We were talking about the military. Now we're talking about corporations.
Now I'm talking about corporations.
Yeah.
I'm talking about big business where I think corporations are at the end, every quarter they have to show a profit. They're at the end of legal ways to do it. So now they're just straight up beginning to steal. Like my fucking bank that's taking $28 a month out of my account for no reason. I didn't even notice, on the road, one of those fucking accounts you just, have a couple $100. I finally said, dude, why are you taking $28 out of this? And they did it on the laptop. Oh yeah, we shouldn't be doing that. Yeah. I go, all right, well, I've had this for 5 years. Let's go back. They go, well, unfortunately, sir, our records only go back 4 months.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that convenient? I bet if I was getting $28 from you, the other way, I bet they would fucking go back to the 60s.
Same thing happened to me. It was 3 months.
And this is what they said to me. I said, what if I bring in all my records? What if I bring in all my records? And then they go, sir, we're only going to reimburse you 4 months. I go, that's ridiculous. And the guy at the bank goes, well, the bank looks at it like that's on you.
Right.
Because I didn't catch
It's on you
him.
to pay attention that they're stealing?
Yeah, they're stealing from me.
It's up to you to be paying attention.
Yeah, it's what he was basically saying. What he was basically saying was lawyer up.
Yeah.
Lawyer up, buddy. Go ahead.
Pretty much how it works is that's why you have 30 days. For credit cards, you have 30 days to return shit. You have 30 days to make sure all these charges are correct. Once you get past 30 days, then you're pretty much screwed.
Dude, they do other shit where if you say you're one of these guys, I pay off my balance every month and you think you're getting them, this is what they do is if you pay it 3 days before, this guy was telling me it ends up being late because they send it somewhere else to be processed. They artificially delay it. So by the time it does get to them, it's messed up. And this is one of those other things. Someone told me that in a Starbucks.
And I
got 3/4 of the way through the sentence, and I realized I didn't have any official words
I do know
use there.
I do know there has to be something official because nowadays you can write a check, and within hours that check clears your bank. And I'm like, that's a check, and it's going through in 2 hours. And they're like, yes, this is technology has changed in the banking system, so this is new. But yet, if you try to pay something off or do something like that, it's like immediately, it takes like 3 days on your transfer funds.
Right.
It takes like 3 days. What? It makes no sense. It can't be
it's
backwards.
not there.
Well,
it's artificial.
However long they can hold on to your money, they make interest off your money too. So I guess if you think about it if they hold on to your money an extra few days before they do something, and you add that up over, the million people they have in their bank and the 365 days a year, that practice probably nets them a significant amount of money. If you look at it
$28 from every shithead like me who doesn't check for a fucking year. And I didn't notice until it went under $1,000 because I knew I had 1,000 something in there. It was one of the accounts I had back east. So I came out here and I was always meaning to close it out. It was like I had like $1,200 or something in it, and then all of a sudden I'm out here for like a year and a half, and all of a sudden I get my statement, and it was like down to like 900 something bucks, and that is on me. It is on me because I didn't realize that your bank could fucking steal from you and then just say, well, go fuck yourself. That's kind of your fault. Tell you what, we'll give you like $80-90 back. All right there, buddy?
So is that what they gave you? They gave you like 3 months back?
I don't even know if they did. The guy just said he would. I walked out disgusted, and then the NBA Finals started. Read the circus, and I started watching that, and I never followed up.
There's actually something that just passed, you guys, especially the audience might want to check this out. Used to be a credit card like a bank or a credit card could if you had like 7 charges go through at the same time, they can take out all those 7 charges and then charge you 7 overdraft fees. That's how they used to be able to do it. But something just passed recently that you could tell your credit cards and your bank that if there's no money in your account, you're not allowed to pull money out. So they're trying to trick you into signing and going, no, let's keep it the old way. So they'll call you up or they'll tell you like, hey, you want to make sure all these charges go through, right? Yeah, well, you need to accept these.
Is that what that letter was about?
That's what that new letter is.
That letter was
what
that
you do,
I blew off?
Yeah, you don't blow it off. Tell all your credit card companies know that if there's no money in the account, you don't want it to go through, and you'll save yourself all those you'll never have an overdraft charge again.
So they're forcing overdraft fees on people.
They're trying to. They're trying to go back to the old way where, like, you would have 7 things go through, like, a $3 charge, and then you get charged $39 for an overdraft fee. You're like, well, why did it go through if I had no money in my account,
or
you
if
know?
you made a deposit to cover it, they input the deposit last.
Right.
And then bam, 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 and they nail it. Well, the deposit takes, 90 days to go through, where the charge only takes 3 seconds.
Yeah, so
I'm sorry,
change
sir.
that.
I know, I understand. There's nothing we can do. I love that. That's what you always get. There's nothing we can do. I don't nip. I got on a plane ticket the other day, and I show up, and all of a sudden I don't have a seat reservation. I had one on the way out. Well, it's oversold. Well, I didn't do that. And then the lady has like an attitude with me, and it's like, what the fuck? I spent $500. They asked me where I wanted to sit. I picked out the fucking seat. And I was told I have a reservation, and then you oversold. You oversold.
Could you imagine if you did that with a car?
Yeah.
So somebody pays for a car, and you go, "Oh, okay, your car's waiting for you," and the guy comes down, "No, it was oversold.
Yeah.
I oversold the car.
That should be against the law.
I wanted to make sure I sold the car, so I sold it twice."
Yeah, but that's not even as bad because you can get in your car and fucking drive home. Imagine if they go.
What if somebody dropped you off
No,
there?
we oversold whatever car you have, so they had to come and take yours and took it away, and you're fucking sitting in your house going, "Yeah, but I have to go to the airport." I'm sorry, sir. There's nothing we can do.
How can they do that? I don't care if they're losing money. How can they sell more seats than there are seats? That should be. I think
they figured out a way to have, like, remember 10 years ago when you used to go on the road, how many times was the seat next to you empty?
All the time.
Occasionally you'd get the whole row and you'd curl up, back in the good old days.
The good old days.
The good old days.
When does that happen now?
And it never happens now because they'll always say, like,
they cancel flights and jam people together.
There you go.
They don't give a fuck about your convenience.
That's right.
And they'll just give away tickets to people that will, like, hey, you get a free ticket if you wait till the next flight. So they're not actually overselling it because they'll get rid of those tickets for you.